Good afternoon, my fellow Kenyans. I'm just wondering what is happening at Oginga Odinga's family. Oginga Odinga's family has been taken over by one person that makes the decision in that home. All the wrong decisions that she makes must be followed. If they are not followed, I don't know if the earth will come and meet with the moon. I don't know. But now, whatever they want to do to the daughter of Oginga Odinga is very wrong. The decision that they have made about Berl Odinga, the wife of Mr. Ambala Jagame. I know very well we have been going there with Berl to bury people in that home. She's a part and parcel of that home. Now, why do they deny her to be buried in her home? She has children there. Now, if she got married a second time, she got married by somebody called Mr. Tekera. That was her second husband after she had divorced Ambala. They quarreled. That is a normal quarrel by a wife and a husband. They quarreled, and then she went and got married to somebody else. But she left children there in Ambala's home. Now, if she had died in Kenya, she did not die in Zimbabwe, where her second husband was buried. That now they are denying the son of Tekera his right to bury his mother wherever he wants to. Now, people in game, the old men in game, prepared for their daughter, for their in-law to be buried in game. They sat down and they made a decision that Berl is going to be buried in game. They welcomed her because she's always there when there is a funeral at Ambala's home. She's always there as a part and parcel of the family. She's all the time with the family of Ambala. Now, why do they deny her to be buried in her proper home? Why do they deny her that? Me, I have never seen, it's the first time I have seen that a son who has already made his home is being taken back to his father's his father's compound and being buried like he's the owner of that compound, right in the middle of the compound of his father at the presidential burial. Huh? Since when did Luos leave their tradition? Since when did we now start a new tradition? Is it only for the rich?
Hello my beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. This is a channel known for calm, respectful and honest reactions on trending stories. Here, I bring you updates and public opinions as they come to my table without adding or forcing narratives. I allow you to listen carefully, think deeply and judge for yourselves. So relax, let's get into today's story.
Now, what I'm requesting my Luo elders, the Luo elders, why are they Luo elders in a real sense? If they cannot rectify mistakes of people who have been blinded by money, people are being blinded by money and then they keep quiet, and yet they know that they are the Luo elders that should rectify all the mistakes that Luos are making. Why do they call themselves Luo elders? Because they are supposed to be elders to rectify any kind of mistake that is being made. And I think that our Luo elder is a very close friend of Jaramogi. I know very well because I used to cook for them in that house. I used to cook for them. They are very good friends of Jaramogi. And now why would mistakes would be happening in Jaramogi's home and then they keep quiet? Mistakes are being made and they just keep quiet. Berl cannot be buried like a small girl who never got married. Berl cannot be brought back to her home as if she doesn't have children elsewhere. If she would be told to be taken to Zimbabwe, those people are welcoming her there because she has children there. And if the Jogem wants their in-law to be buried next to her husband here, and she has been going there, I have witnessed, I have been there with her several times in the funerals in that home. There was a time she gave me money to go and make sure that the place, the compound is cleaned up. Tukafieka hiyo compound mpaka ikakuwa safi. When she came there, she found when the compound was very clean. I did all that. And if she was not a part and parcel of that home, why would she be spending her money there? And why would she be sitting down with the children that are left there? Ask Mr. Odhiambo Ambala. He's right there in the petrol station of his father. Ask him if they did not sit down and discuss about their mother, their stepmother to be buried in game. That is their stepmother. And they love her. Jogemo hero bury la chieng. Korogi momio, you want to bury her in her father's home as if she never got married. As if she never had children elsewhere. Those women who are being buried next to the fence, on the fence of their father's home, those are desperate women that have been hanging around without getting married, without having any husband. Those are the women that are being brought back to their home because they don't have anywhere else to go to. So I'm requesting you Luo elders, because getting hold of you becomes a problem to me. I'm only having a good voice to speak right now, but I'm distorted. I cannot walk. I cannot walk. I've been sick in this place here since mwezi wa sita. So I'm just requesting that Luo elders should sit down and analyze this issue about the burial of Berl. Berl cannot be buried in her home as if she's a woman who was just loitering around and has nowhere to put her head on. That is why her brothers should bring her back home. Yes, I'm her close relative. Yes, and I'm a best friend of hers. And I will not allow it that people are going to meander around with Berl as if Berl was just a useless woman. She's a prominent lawyer. And she's a woman who has been married by prominent people. She just did not marry people just like that. When Ambala died is when she married Tekera. She did not marry Tekera because Ambala was still alive that they had quarreled. No. She married Tekera when Ambala died. And when Tekera died, she stayed alone. She respected herself with her children now, and she was staying alone without anything. She has her properties. Now, what is wrong by taking her back to her home? Next to her first husband. That is the first husband that married her. Sasa me, I'm requesting those Luo elders and our fellow Luos that whatever you people are trying to do in Oginga Odinga's home, it is very bad. It is the first scenery that a man leaves his own home to go and be buried back into his father's home. That is a shock to everybody else. Now again, a daughter who is a prominent woman is now being taken like a useless woman to be buried next to the fence. No, that is not going to happen. Forcefully we will do it. Lakini I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth. Mary Jumanyarodima and Oginga Odinga, they will come out in a full swing. Na mtakuja umwa na nyuki. Nyuki takuja umwa nyinyi. Wale watu wanafanya vitu kama hiyo. Na watoto wenyu vile vile watakuwa the same. Wale wanafanya hiyo analyzation. Watoto wao vile vile watakuwa the same. Vile mnataka kufanyia Berl, hata nyinyi watoto wenyu watafanywa the same. So you better give Berl her right. Give her a right. And let her children also rejoice and be happy that their mother is respectedly buried. Siete anapitishwa kwa fence kama mwanamke yule useless. No, that cannot happen. That one I refuse. I was Mary Juma left me there to look after that home. And she told me very clearly, tell them if they refuse to listen to Anyango, so they will see it with their own eyes. Now I'm telling you now that put Beryl in her right place. And if you have refused, you are going to see it with your own eyes. Hiyo nimewambia bure. Madam Aida, you have also girls. Don't treat your in-law in this kind of manner. Ni winjiriko di yuori oburu, kaito korudwan mon weak Beryl kagimoroma in a useless woman. No, that one is not right. I'm also his stepmother. You have made a mistake with your husband, burying your husband right in the middle of the compound of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga, and yet he has also his own children. There are children of Gaudensia there. There are children of Susan there. Those are right women of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga that were left there with their children there in that compound. That they are men who are supposed to be building their homes there before they go and make their own homes. Now, where do they make their home? When that place is being made a cemetery. Eti wale wamekufa huko pembeni wanaletwa kuzikwa kwa compound yao. Wale wamekufa huko pembeni wanaletwa kuzikwa kwa compound yao. Even you Adhiambo, when you die, you are going to be brought in Nyamira. Adhiambo. Ibendi bro hiki Nyamira. Ibene katone gyo kubiteri kumanyo kendi nyoro nokta kubiteri dhi kigem kumano nyuomie. Ibro teri dhi Nyamira. Don't treat Beryl badly because she cannot speak. I will speak for her. And when you have refused to listen to my word, you are going to see it with your own eyes. Because your mother said it. She told me. Na nyango wachinga chato kage say tamrewi nje tokibo neno gwangi. I've said it. No, Beryl should be taken to game in a peaceful manner and let us have a good burial there. You can hate me as much as you want, but I've spoken the truth. The way my sister Mary Juma told me to speak the truth. And that's what I've done. Dr. Buru, don't stoop low because of money. Don't be driven by money. Look at the culture. And remember that you are having your children and your grandchildren. Will they also be brought to be buried in Nyamira? Ibende kanyi gioto ulaya kaka manuoko chande. Ibro kelo iko Nyamira. Weuru tuko kodji. You cannot just play around with people like that. Will you also bring your children to be buried in Nyamira? Don't treat Beryl as if she cannot have her right. Give Beryl her right. And let her rest in peace, that her children are also happy wherever they are. If they like, they can build a home for her. If it's a matter of her not having a house there. Si Wajaluo ni kawaida yao wale watajiri. Wanachimba kaburi, wanachimba nyumba yao. Wanajenga kaburi na wanajenga nyumba yao. Do that to Beryl and she'll just be very happy. Kama ni nyumba ndiyo inawasumbua, mjengee nyumba yake. Saa ile mnataka kuzika yeye, wekeni yeye hata kama ni mwezi moja kwa kaburini, ajengewe nyumba yake na azikwe kwa boma yake. Your game have welcomed. I have talked with your people from game. They have told me very clearly they want their Beryl to be brought back to game. They just had a shock when they are being told Etitari Kauchiel Beryl is being buried in Nyamira, as if she's a small girl. Hiyo kitu daktari Dr. Buru okachai nyathina inge kaka heri bana ulor karkan kechein tije no ketrete ten kechein a campaign ni bondo ba make sure ni donji come MP mabondo because I love you. And now if you are...
My name is Raila Odinga, and I'm talking on behalf of the Jaramogi Oginga Odinga's family. I'm talking on behalf of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga's family. Young people who are making noise outside the tent, I beg you to keep quiet. Let us send our sister in peace. We are not interested in your politics. We are not interested in your politics. Whether you are supporting a politician or not, we are not interested in that. The thing that has brought us here today is to lay our sister to rest. So if you come here, that's not your sister, she's not your relative, please go away or keep quiet. Go away. Go away or keep quiet. I hear you are students from Jaramogi Oginga Odinga. That does not give you a right to come and disorganize our sister's funeral.
Thank you, Your Excellency, for that guidance. Let's appreciate Her Excellency Dr. Raila Odinga for that guidance.
Nataka nikuambie Ida, sitaki kukuficha wenye nakupaka mafuta. Mimi hata sitaki uniite nikuje nikunywe chai kwako. Mimi nimezoea umaskini wangu. Nataka nikuambie wewe ni mzazi. Sisi tunaheshimu Raila Odinga, tunaheshimu familia ya Raila Odinga, na tumeheshimu Wajaluo. Lakini kitendo unatufanyia si kitendo mzuri. Ndio kwa sababu hata ukiongea watu wanakupigia kelele. Kwa sababu wewe umekuwa goon. Wewe si mama sasa. Wewe sasa tunataka tukuweka kwa kategoria ya magoons. Nani huyo? Na tena unisangwenya. Huyu mama si mama mzuri. Niliwaambia pale tulienda matanga, mama amefunga choo. Mama amefunga pale tunaweza kunywa maji. Ni watu wa Kogalo ndio walikuwa wanaendeanga Raila maandamano, si watu wengine. Uliona Ida kienda maandamano.
Thanks for today's update and reactions. As more information continues to come in, I'll keep bringing you the latest. Please share your thoughts respectfully in the comments. If you value this channel's calm and honest approach, like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.